Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Alsu of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome you. I'm the founder and the owner. Also, I'm the president of artist Barbara Alsu Fine Art Studio. We are going to be doing line drawing and watercolor painting today. I just finished my painting. So now we're moving on to doing, it's going to be the New York skyline and some buildings and water and all that. So I'm going to be doing a line drawing of what I feel it looks like. And you can, either if you want to, do something like that, or if you want to do something else, paint what you really like. And that's the most important thing. Most importantly, you need to have a canvas paper. It's much better. It's pre-treated, whitewashed. Comes on a pad like this. Okay. And the size of this is like that. Okay, just so you can see. In addition, you need non-toxic watercolor paints. And the thing is, normally there isn't white in there, so you're going to need to get a liquid white. And it's in a liquid in a tube. You're going to need several size brushes. And you're going to need an artist sponge, which is quite porous, a little bit more than a regular sponge. And you're going to need colored pencils. They could be at the art supply store, but they don't have to be. If you have, regular colored pencils, that's fine. You could use a regular pencil even for your drawing, your sketching. Number 2 is you are going to need probably an artist eraser, I would feel, because most of these erasers are not very good. They tend to dry out, and you're not going to be able to easily erase, what's on your page, and you'd have to do more layering. You do have to layer your picture with the watercolor. You're going to be doing a lot of layers depending on what you're doing. Could be at least several layers or more. And then in addition, you have to wait till all that paint dries before you put on the color pencil, and be very gentle, because you could actually take off your paint if you're pushing too hard with it. So it's just supposed to be like 3D by using that color pencil. All right, so let's get started. If you are doing a line drawing, you need to truly have either a prop, and if you're using a prop, please don't copy exactly as the prop. Some other artists design that prop, whether it be a fruit basket, wax fruit, or whatever it is, flowers. Someone else designed that, and someone created the vase. You don't want to have exactly. So try to alter and make something different. In addition, I wouldn't use fresh flowers, because if you do and you're not quick at drawing, the next day you go back, you're not going to be able to capture what you did before. So it's best to use the silk flowers. And in addition, if you can't use, props and do things from memory to draw, over that. In addition, with your painting, just don't worry about it being perfect. I just want you to know, just enjoy what you're doing, and that's it. Okay. like say the shape of the dresser, you're just going to do around the outline. You don't do the entire thing. You paint that in. Okay. And do light colors first when you're painting, if you already have your drawing done, and then move on to the dark. Always light first. And if you're not sure which color is lighter, even take a book out of the library and you can, determine which color would be lighter than the others. All right. And this way you won't be getting the dark colors into your painting. You don't want that to happen. What will happen is that you'll be having to do more layers. Okay, so just enjoy. I think Mom always would say that, and not worry. Now, if you're going to do a live person, you can do exactly as you see. You don't have to alter that. That can be definitely as you see it. And if you're having any problems with proportion for a person, you can go to either an art supply store or stationery store. They even have, or bookstore, they even have these props. Definitely, I know when I went to a bookstore and I was able to get one on sale for $19.99 if I wanted. I didn't purchase it, but just saying if you need it. But it is very essential if you're just starting and you don't have the proportions of a person down. It helps you with getting your proportions. And a great thing too, you can move the prop. I really like that. That's great for beginners. The neck moves, the head moves, the body moves, so you can really, really have fun. You would be able to with ease get your proportions down. And your ability to draw will be to like a pro, because you see, you can look at that and you can know exactly how to draw that person on a larger scale. You're not going to draw it as small as the model itself. That little wood model is tiny, but it gives you the proportions to be able to make it larger. My puppy is sound asleep. He got up so early this morning. And he stays up. I don't know what it is that he wants to stay up at late at night. He just likes to, you know, if my son is up, he'll want to stay up. Huh. Not easy. God bless him. Oh, he's tired. So he won't always go. I try to keep on a regular schedule, but it's hard when you have young people in the house and they want the house, and he's doing different things, making changes, and so at times my puppy stays up. Because he works full time as an architect. And he has to, you know, doesn't have much time, so he sometimes does things at night. Oh, and I'm so sorry for being a little late today, but my son is on an energy kick. He decided to shut off my monitor without telling me. And I, you know, pushing all the wires in again, you know, now I know how to do the hookup because he moved my computer and my monitor and, you know, didn't ask me first, and I had to figure out that. Well, I just found out now that he turns off the monitor, and it's a new monitor, and he did not show me how to put this back on, you know, how to turn it off and put it back on. I've always left it just on since I had it because he never showed me. So I had to figure out how to turn it back on myself. Just unbelievable. This is definitely a reality show. Only my son would do that. to save money. I can't believe this. And I have to keep waving my hand every now and then. He still hasn't fixed the light. I'm still waiting for that. He's doing other things, but he's got to focus. I mean, this weekend they made sure that they put a door on, a new door on our bathroom, which, I mean, they took out the frame and put a new door. So I can't complain, or he's doing work, you know, but I'm still waiting for that. So now I've got to wave my hand every now and then. You see me waving my hand to keep the light on. And he turns off my monitor, and I thought I couldn't do my show today, but at least I, you know, finally got it on. Sorry about that. But I'm learning everything myself now. Learning to do all the things, how to fix the equipment. But I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, I didn't move the equipment. I wasn't, you know, planning on having any changes. If I have to move it, I was always going to ask somebody. But now, well, I know how to do it. I just know how to work the equipment. I'm not technical in any sense to fix things. Now I learned the hard way. Because I pulled it out so many times and pushed it back in. I'm going, what? I turned the computer off and on. You know, what in the world's going on? He turned the switch off the monitor. I said to myself, there's got to be, you know, a way to turn this off and on, and I didn't know how, but I figured it out. I just touched every single, there's like 6 switches on my computer monitor. So I had to figure out which one was it. Only my son would touch it. David. Oh. Well, if I ever touched anything, I'd never hear the end of it. I definitely don't touch his things. Oh, I made great cookies today out of spelt flour. If anyone wants to see it, it's on LinkedIn. It's under Parental World Knowledge. Delicious. There were cinnamon spelt cookies. Oh, gosh. Really, really good. Spelt is in place of that bleached flour that is not good for you. Spelt is from ancient grains. It's excellent, healthy for you. So I put cinnamon and sugar, as opposed to, you know, white, again, the white bleach sugar. You don't need it. Awful for you. I had people couldn't put for some reason it wouldn't let me. A lot of times I have trouble doing that on LinkedIn. You know, I try to put the picture on the, so I do it separate. But it's so, you know, easy a recipe. Very easy to do. Well, if I wasn't wasting time trying to put my computer on, somebody, you know, I could have been on time here today. I'm so sorry. Even though I did make cookies today, made them today, fresh. Trying to be in the holiday spirit. And I didn't use regular milk, I used almond milk. As long as you don't have allergies to almonds. Or you could use, if you want your regular milk for the recipe. But I like them because it's crispy, yet it was soft inside the cinnamon cookies. I made them in grapeseed oil, but I used the vegetable spread, which is, like butter. You could use butter instead, but vegetable spread's a little better. Less calories. I got a natural vegetable spread. And it just was really great, though, having warm cookies. It was so cold this morning. I have to take the dog out early in the morning. You're taking out from 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It is chilly. The sun has, not really come out. Just starting to warm up. But I love having my puppy, and just want to tell you that if you want to have a puppy, go to your local shelter, adopt a puppy. It's so wonderful in life. You don't have to get up, for the puppy early in the morning, depending on, like I said, my son, if he's doing something, it's going to make my puppy stay up late and then get up early. But I love every moment. This is some puppy. And Santa rewarded this puppy. You got 2 new collars. One glows in the dark, so that when I walk him at night, I can go right on the street, because he's a black dog, and believe me, I'm nervous that a car is going to hit him. He's small, so I just if he ever jets out a little bit, and puppies can do that. You really need. So this is it. Has a neon green light. It comes on, and it even flashes if I want, but I don't want to flash it. I don't like that. I don't like flashing. I like to just have it one color, the green that comes out like a lime green, and that's it. So you can, if you have a puppy or a dog, you can get one of those lights. Great for your dog. And I got it from online Good Friday. My son bought it, and that was great. Black Friday sale online. You don't have to go fight the store and people what they're doing in it. Just online. Black Friday. Great buy. And he even has problems with his spine, I think, because we didn't have him for the first 2 months of his life. He was a puppy just living on the street. Poor thing. It must have did damage that he's just laying on the ground sleeping. So he takes a long time to make. So we got this new orthopedic bed, and it's helping. Definitely, it has helped. The last few days, him laying on that. He's thinking a lot faster. Not perfect, but a lot better. We got him Santa stocking. We got that at a store, not online. And, went to a pet store. Boy, they had a nice big Santa stocking you could get, and then a big bone. He was so thrilled. And then Christmas ornaments. I never saw anything for it's, but it's for a dog. It's a dog toy. How cute! This is really some holiday from my first holiday with my puppy. We got it on sale, and it was great. I used to get there was like holiday stockings for, with dogs filled with toys and ShopRite, but they didn't carry it this year. And I haven't had a puppy in a while. That was great. It was inexpensive. I don't know what happened. Well, at least we found a new place to get some things. And you can get great things at some of the pet stores. That was so cute, that big bone. I never saw anything. It's a stuffed toy, but it's meant for pets. I didn't even know that they had that. And he can't destroy it. It is indestructible. If it was a regular stuffed toy, that would have been all over the place. My little puppy is teething, Platinos. So he's having fun. Now, I just want to show you, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just doing an outline of the New York the great thing, you can just paint in, make any mistakes. You don't have to worry. Like I said, just do your outline, and you don't have to have it perfect. The weather was pretty nice, except it was a little cold today in West Orange, New Jersey. If anyone wants to come to our show, more than welcome. We're here 5 to 6 normally. We're always here, but I just don't know with airing. I'm fighting usually Google Hangouts today. Give us a call. So 7367. There's no cost to be on a show, but you have to be 18 or more. It's Google Hangout rules and YouTube rules, not our rules. If you want a private lesson, we're still available for free lessons until December 31st from artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio. It would be a private lesson. There's no sign up for anything. It's, again, the same number, 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. You can have a private art lesson. And that you could be any age. You can even be, we've had students as young as 1. So you don't have to be 18. You can, and you do have to have a parent to accompany you if you're under 18, though. That's the only thing. We're not a daycare. We're not, going to be babysitting. No way. I don't have a daycare going on here. I have an art studio. And if your child is not doing, it has to be motor skills and being able to do full shapes, whether it be circle, square, whatever, rectangle. But if you're not able to do, all the shapes, then you're not ready to paint. My son was ready at age 1, and he was already drawing and painting. This with Hurwitz gave him lessons. She mentored him before she passed on, up till he was about 4, and I was, also mentoring him with art too, and then I took over totally. Now he's an architect, so definitely lessons help. If your child can do shapes and they're ready, get their motor skills and they can do shapes, they're ready. Never think they're too young. Kids, it improves their mind, and for adults too. I mean, this has been proven scientifically recently, not just my opinion. It improves your mind greatly. So if you want your child's mind to be developed more, who doesn't want that? Definitely. I think the majority of parents would jump at the chance, and this is free, obviously. So there are parents that just don't want to, be bothered doing extra things, but that's sad, really sad. I took my son to everything. I did everything, besides teach him art. I made sure he was skilled in a lot of areas. Took him to acting class. I took him to sporting schools, different things, wrestling, whatever. And teaching wrestling. We have to do things for our kids. We can't, just let it be. I even took him to a professional cartoonist class. So I felt, to draw cartoons, that's what he loves. So I took him to a famous cartoonist because I'm not really into drawing cartoons. But so I took him to, a famous cartoonist. It was an expensive class at a local art school. There's great things you could do, if you try to get things on sale. Even your community wise sometimes have, great things. Like one time they had how to make the kids can learn. I hope parents, you're listening and you'll give us a call, 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. Have them start doing some lessons. They got a few more days. It's free. And the great thing too with art, you're required in school to do projects, kids. For history, for science, for all different things. So obviously they need to have this extra art. You don't get enough art in school. There are maybe some classes, certain schools have them, but there is just very little. Most of the programs are cut because that's where they cut the budget. They shouldn't be, but that's where they're cutting the budget with your art for your kids. It's a sad thing. And I don't know why they do that. It's just ridiculous to cut the budget when kids need art for their mind. Guarantee people, the kids won't be in detention so much if they had their art. They'd be cutting. Definitely the wrong thing. And I can't understand to this day why they cut the art budget. I never understood it. And now, especially, it's been proven it increases your brain capacity, your thinking, your mind. So how can you cut what's helping the kids? Doesn't make sense. If we want our kids, that has to be discussed in the PTAs. Parents, you up your list. Our kids, art classes back. Make a petition if the school's not doing something. Get so many signatures on there that they have to get it back. I know when my son went, they cut the art class, and he was in advanced art, so he didn't get cut, but other kids did. And I went to the PTA and I said, they didn't have the testing then to prove what I'm saying, but I did state that it should be that we have our art classes. And definitely this that changes the ball game. You definitely have to do something. You definitely can't let these kids be without their wonderful classes they desperately need for their mind. Some kids come from troubled homes, so I mean, look, and they don't have an avenue to let it go. What's happening? They will have an avenue to let it go. And it is fine art that the study was done about, and trust me, it makes a big difference in a child's life. I'm not saying it makes a child perfect if they have the fine art. I mean, if you come from a troubled home, it still can affect a child. But the fact that you are giving that child a lot of good, positive things. By having fine art. We need positive things for kids. Oh, it sounds like it's raining now. Not good. I have to take my puppy out after this. Oh no. We were supposed to be out earlier. We would have missed the rain, but my son had to turn off my monitor. And this is a new monitor, so I had no idea. The other monitor I knew how to do was just one little button, but this has 6 different buttons. And I didn't want to start touching anything. I didn't know what was what. But my son did come home. I asked him to come home early, and he didn't, so I felt I'm definitely not going to air today unless I God I didn't break the monitor by touching everything here. You know, the great thing too with just doing things the hard way. I mean, I I didn't want to, but well, I'm self-reliant now. I know how to work this. Hook it up. Not thrilled how that happened, that I kept you waiting, but I'm thrilled I learned. Well, if my son would have took the time to show me when he changed the monitor, but he never did. Never had time. And there was no monitor. This is a used monitor, so I didn't have a book. And this monitor is a very good monitor, but it's not like my other one was just one little switch. This is 6 different things underneath. I had no idea what was what, and I didn't want to start ruining, the screen. Monitor is functioning perfectly. I didn't want to get it out of clear position. I had a definitely clear view and clarity. I hope everybody had a great holiday so far. Again, everyone's enjoying Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa. And I just in our world, there should be peace, good spirit, good health, strength. Amen. God heals 100%. I just did the healing prayer. Amen. I hope that you don't need it now, but if you need it now, please, I say a prayer now, or it could be at later time. I'm not doing the healing. And if you go visit our site of ParentalWorldKnowledge.com, you also can get 2 healing prayers for free. And we have a special until Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2016. $22 to do energy scan, and it will help your focus and, in addition, give you more energy. And you can call us at, again, 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. We specialize with couples. So I hope people take advantage of that. And that could be a fun night out. So there's my skyline. I'm going to have to, paint it in. Now, from the white, you should always, the tube, like toothpaste, squeeze. Always cover them because they dry out fast, these liquid whites. Try to get a good brand like Bluemacher, because some of these cheap ones, they're no good. Buy the cheap stuff. Get this brush. You just have to squeeze out the white. You don't have to put water with that. And if you find your color is not dark enough, just rinse it off again. After blending it into the white, rinse it off good. Always shake off on the edge of the bowl. And then get more paint. Just with very little water. Unless you have a really big canvas and you have to do little gentle strokes, or you're going to go strokes. You could even dot on if it's areas, you know, when I say little gentle strokes like that, you can dot on if you need to. If the area is that tiny, you don't want to really give a stroke. I don't know how I'm going to get my puppy up to go out. He's not going to want to go out. Not in the rain, but I'm going to try. And I go under our trees. You know, that's what I tell him, going under the trees, and that works. But he doesn't like to initially go out. Not with heavy rain. Well, I hope everybody has a good night or a good day, depending on where you are in the world. At least I got us started a little bit here by doing the line drawing. And showing you a little bit how to paint. Just starting us off. Photograph, don't ever copy exactly. I mean, I really don't like to work with photographs. I like to use my if I couldn't, you know, use my imagination to do something. or a live person or a live pet. But if you are using something, please someone else took that picture. To make it different. Okay, so there's a little bit I started. There's the lights, get some lights into our buildings. There's our buildings there. That's New York skyline. All right, I've got a lot to go. So we will be back tomorrow. I gave a little extra time because I started a little later than 5:30. I was a little past because of the fact that my son turned off my monitor. I apologize again. I had no idea. Mr. Saving Money, he's got to stop it. Oh, gosh. But at least my lights didn't go off on me. I keep putting my hand up. Sometimes, even if I put my hand up, the light does not stay on. So it's a miracle we weren't in the dark. And I can't keep getting up because then I'd be off the screen. So hopefully he'll start fixing that next. And I thank you so much, everyone. And you have a wonderful night or day. And please keep tuning in. And I greatly appreciate that and telling people. All right, bye now.